just talk, if you would, please, a little bit about Blake's return to Winnipeg? It's obviously a big night for him and a big night for the people here. You're here to get 2 points, but there's always something special about a night like this, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like 2 points as well. We chatted quick yesterday, and he seems like he's in a really good place coming back here, and obviously he's got a lot of great memories of his time here. He had just so many good years and productive years with this team, and so it's I'm sure it's exciting for him to be back here and a place where he really felt like was home for a long time. And he said I think he's in a good spot just to go out and play hard and have some fun. And but he had a good run here, really good run.
How difficult of an adjustment is it for a guy like him, that went to, having the top 6 minutes that he did, the profile and the responsibilities that he did, to the role that he has with your hockey club now? Is that going to be a patience type of thing with him?
He might be better to answer that question. We do talk all the time, and there's a lot of players that have been here, before he got here and before I got here, that are pretty good players, and so we're trying to just slot guys into the right places and find out what's working and not working. But he's a part of that, and we're happy to have him. We had a lot of good conversations this summer, and a lot of good conversations this year and yesterday as well. For me, he's done some. The game before, I thought he could have scored a few goals. Him and his line were really on the attack, and a lot of specialty teams got dominated in the last game, so the 5-on-5 play fell off a little bit. But we're looking to get back out there, and he's a big part of that for us.
You said he didn't feel like himself the first 6 games.
Yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah. I think it's difficult when you come in, when you've been someplace. It doesn't always have to happen this way. Somebody could move and have been someplace for 10 years and come to a new team and just tear it up right out of the gate. But it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it takes a minute. New surroundings, new coach, new places, new home. There's a lot of things that go on with regard to that. A lot of change, and it might just take a minute for some guys. But like I said, the production from his line, I think, has picked up. Hasn't necessarily shown in the results. He hit the post, I think, 2 or 3 times in a couple games ago, and it's close. And so for me, that's always a good sign as a coach. But we did talk about that a little bit, and I think there's a lot of positive signs.
Peter, what do you envision as Blake's role in this team once he is in full flight?
Again, before I got here, there was a good team in place, and before Blake got here, there was a good team in place, and so we're just trying to take all of our pieces, which we would count on and rely on. I see him somewhere in a production type role, playing with productive players, power play, and so is a leader, somebody with experience, and so we value a lot of the things that he brings to the table.
Saw that he was skating with PP2 as well.
Yep.
Is that just trying to get that group going?
No, part of it's just a reflection of his game, the last few games for me, and his experience on the power play. And so again, we're all new here, and nothing is cemented in stone with regard to power plays or penalty kills or line combinations. But you can visually see things too sometimes as a coach. And like I said, I thought 2 games ago, 5-on-5, their line was really good. He was really good. It got taken away by the power play and penalty kill, the amount of time that we had to spend last game. And so we're looking to get back to some good 5-on-5 play tonight.
After 12 years in a place, do you suppose that there's a chance he almost needs to get through this game early in the year to exhale a little bit?
Yeah, we've talked about that as well. He seems to be, he told me it feels good. And I think it's always something when you first come back in and you've been someplace for a long time, and he was a big part of this franchise. You hope that you can roll right over it after the puck drops, and you're feeling maybe what you're feeling, what you're talking about, that you can just move past it, and that's what we're hoping for. And like I said yesterday, he seemed like he was in a real good spot.
Peter, you talked about some of the things that were established with this team before you got here, and it looks like continuing to play great team defense. Is that the key to the 6-2 start so far, in addition to the special teams?
I think we've talked a lot about defense. We talk a lot about everything, and we switched gears today to try and be a little bit more productive 5-on-5. And so I think when you're coaching, I don't think that you just talk about one thing and then put a line through that one thing and think that you'll never talk about it again. It's an ongoing, constant rotation of things that you want to do better. And the specialty teams was good. And so, but I'm pretty sure 30 days from now we could be having more meetings and talking about specialty teams. It's just, it changes from day to day and from game to game. I do think that the defense has been pretty good. The special teams have been good. The defense has been pretty good, and offensively, there's room for improvement. There's room to more attack on the 5-on-5 part of it. And so we just continue to talk about things as a group.
Peter, you've had Scott Arneal on your staff before. What
Yeah.
are his best qualities as a coach?
I think he's a really good leader. It was really good to work with Scott. It's just, for me, it just goes to show that, no matter how long you've been in the game, you can constantly learn from people. And I worked with a really good staff in Washington and a really smart staff, really good hockey sense. And you could just tell that he had been a head coach before in the NHL. You can tell that just by the way he conducts himself, the way he runs his meetings. And he's a really smart guy. I leave Washington knowing that I'm a better coach because I get to spend time with him. So, I sent a message yesterday. I hope everything's good, with why he's in place with Miss Bonus, but and then that things continue to recover, but they're in good hands while he's away with Scott at the bench.